Alrighty. For those who may have just joined, we're just asking you drop your name, organization, and any other advocacy efforts or campaigns you'll be working on this session. But we're going to go ahead and get started today. Good afternoon, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Cooper Rowan. I'm the Outreach and Advocacy Coordinator here at Field and Fork Network. We're super excited to have you all here today. Work in progress to bring us here. We are excited to unveil our new Double Up Food Bucks New York Advocacy Toolkit. So that'll be the bulk of what we're going through later today. But to get started here, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and go ahead and navigate to our website to share this with you all, and we can get started here. At this time, everybody should be able to see my screen, get involved in transforming New York's food future. If you don't see this, go ahead and just let me know, drop it in the chat. But a quick note of distinction before we get going. So as you all know, this is to navigate to our toolkit. You can find this on our website, fieldandforknetwork.com. Right at the top under Get Involved, Advocacy Toolkit Resources Stay Connected. We're going to be going through all of these today, but really want to start, draw your attention to the Advocacy Toolkit. That's where we will be starting today. Quick note of distinction there. We also have our other website, which is doubleupnys.com. This is the website where if you want to find a location who's offering Double Up Food Bucks in your area, this is where you're going to want to go. So if you yourself want to search for Double Up Food Bucks New York sites, or you want to direct someone else to, find a location near them, this is where you would go to find those locations where Double Up Food Bucks is currently being offered. So back to the toolkit, like I said, this will be on our website at fieldandforknetwork.com. And we're going to go through, I'm just going to run through this today, talk about why we're doing this and how it can be useful for you all and your advocacy efforts and your campaigns as well. So in here is just some information about our background, how long we've been in business, how long we've been running the Double Up Food Bucks New York program, and a little bit about why we're advocating. And so I'll give a little bit of background here. It has some information on food insecurity in New York State, but I have a quick video that we're going to start off with here. But just to preface the video, Double Up Food Bucks New York is a SNAP matching nutrition incentive program. And while I'm sure most of you here are very familiar with what that is and the nuances of that, in this toolkit here, we have some basic definitions and programs laid out here just to kind of help with these nuances. So if you want to learn a little bit more about SNAP and what it is, all right here in this toolkit to kind of to explain the differences between what these programs are and what they do. So obviously here it has a little blurb about what the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program is, the largest anti-hunger government assistance program in New York State, which again, I'm sure most of you are familiar with. It also talks about what are nutrition incentives. As I mentioned, Double Up Food Bucks is a nutrition incentive program. So it works with SNAP to double individuals' buying power to purchase more fresh fruits and vegetables. And the one that other folks might not be as familiar with as SNAP and nutrition incentives is GusSNP. So GusSNP is the Gus Schumacher Nutrition Incentive Program. This is a federally funded program out of the USDA, and this is where a lot of our other funding for the Double Up Food Bucks program comes from. So this bucket here talks about GusSNP, how it came to be, and a little bit about what is currently being done with GusSNP. Quick overview here. As you can see, it has this toolkit has snapshots for you to run your own advocacy campaigns. So it shows you a quick look here about where we are, what counties we're in, our planned expansion for where we're planning to grow in the next 4 years, as well as some by the numbers stats here. And as you can see, as we scroll down here, this is an overarching 10 years of impact of the program. $2.4 million in Double Up spent by shoppers. We have $3.8 million in healthy food sales going back into local economies. So a lot of really great nuggets in here. If you're want to set up a meeting with your elected official, or you're meeting with them, or just sharing information about the program, again, this toolkit is the go-to spot for you to pull all of this information, including these high overview 10-year impact numbers and other specific numbers for what the program does and how it operates. So I'm going to go ahead and show this quick 2-minute video that I mentioned with you all that just talks about Double Up Food Bucks and how it works.
That means you and your family get twice as many fruits and veggies. You can use Double Up Food Bucks New York today to bring home more healthy food. Here's how it works. With hundreds of participating locations across New York State, it's easy to find a participating grocery store or farmer's market near you. Getting started with Double Up Food Bucks New York is quick and easy. If you are currently enrolled in SNAP, you are ready to go. Before you shop, ask how Double Up Food Bucks New York works at your participating store or farmer's market. Grocery store and market staff are ready to help you get started. For every dollar of SNAP you spend on fruits and veggies, it will be matched dollar for dollar with Double Up Food Bucks. For example, if you spend $5 on fresh fruits and veggies with your SNAP benefits, you'll earn $5 in Double Up Food Bucks, which you can use to buy any fresh fruits and veggies. At some participating grocery stores, your Double Up Food Bucks dollars are loaded onto the store's loyalty program, while others may use a Double Up specific card. Many grocers also use Double Up coupons printed along with your receipt. Hang on to your coupons and bring them with you the next time you shop to bring home more fruits and veggies. Although some farmers and mobile markets may use Double Up specific loyalty cards, you will find that most farmers markets use the Double Up tokens, which you can receive from the market manager's booth. It is important to note that the total number of Double Up Food Bucks you can earn each day may vary among participating locations. From apples and blueberries to cucumbers and broccoli, there's a whole garden at your fingertips. Double Up is not only a win for families, it's also a win for New York State farmers and the local economy. Join the thousands of people who have used Double Up across New York State to get twice the fruits and vegetables. To learn more, go to doubleupnys.com or call us at 1-800-682-5016. Dig in to twice the fruits and veggies.
Okay. So this is a great resource as well. This video is, we encourage you to reference back to this for your own understanding, but also if you are doing educating, whether it be in your campaigns with elected officials, or you're talking to customers on the ground or other potential partners, this is a really great quick video to just show how it works, what it is, and a quick overview of what it is and how it works. So definitely encourage you all to use this video, share it out in your networks as it's needed. I'm just sorry, I'm working off one screen here, so let me just double check back in and make sure we're all doing good here. Okay, great. So I'm just going to keep going through the toolkit here, and then quickly we're going to dive into the resources after this section. Down below on the main page of our toolkit, you'll also notice that we have federal priorities listed in here as well. So we also do some federal advocacy here at Field and Fork Network, particularly around GusNIP in the Farm Bill, which is why I wanted to make that note earlier of pointing out the distinctions between SNAP, nutrition incentives, and GusNIP. So outlined here, I'm not going to spend too much time on this today, but if you're interested in about the work that we do at the federal level, here we have laid out our GusNIP marker bills that we support in the 2023 Farm Bill, which is now the 2024 Farm Bill, given that there was a 1-year extension granted to the Farm Bill that expired last September. So again, not going to get too much into that today, but you can download our full statement on the Farm Bill and the marker bills that we support, as well as take action on the Farm Bill to connect with your federal legislators if you feel inclined to do so as well. So that is the front page of our advocacy toolkit. From here, we're going to jump over to resources. So back up at the top, you can just click on resources and it will bounce you back up to the top here. On this page, as I mentioned, these are going to be a ton of different fact sheets and customizable templates that you'll be able to utilize for your own campaigns and in your own advocacy efforts. There's a nice table of contents up here that kind of goes over, like I said, fact sheets, messaging guidance, templates, social media sample posts, as well as contacts and other things as well. So just starting at the fact sheets, we have Double Up Food Bucks New York fact sheet. It just goes over some quick, fast facts about what Double Up Food Bucks is, how it works. And so you could just go here, click on the download now button, and it will bring you to the Double Up fact sheet. And again, all of these resources on the website are available for you all to use, to download, to put in your folders, to bring to your meetings, with whoever, share them with your partners, share them with elected officials. These are yours for the taking. So please feel free to utilize these as you will. And if you do have any questions about them, just reach out to us. If there are other things on here that you do not see that you would like to see on here, again, just let us know. And this is a living, breathing toolkit. We plan to continuously update and improve this toolkit as we go along. So definitely appreciate any feedback along the way that our partners are able to give us. So also listed in here, we have our Double Up Food Bucks New York Impact Report. Currently, this is the 2022 Impact Report. This, you will notice, if you check this out in the coming weeks, will be updated with the 2023 Impact Report. We are just working on getting our final numbers in from last year to be able to update this. But if you check out the current report in here from 2022, it'll be structured just the same as this one is. It will just be updated with our 2023 numbers. There are some other fact sheets in here. Again, won't go through every single one of these. Talks about some of the this is the GusNIP Year 3 Impact Report, which pulls out the larger outcomes from all of the GusNIP projects in the U.S. And it has some really good pieces of information that speak to the credibility of these types of programs, the peer-reviewed, fact-checked information about these nutrition incentive programs and how they really do work to improve nutrition security and food security among the populations that utilize them. So, and then some other fact sheets here on SNAP in general as well. So lots of really good resources in here. Highly encourage you all to check these out and to utilize them in your meetings and in your own campaigns. For this year, for our 2024 Double Up Food Bucks New York campaign, this is the section where you'll want to go to really hone in on what our messaging is. So you'll see here, you can click on, you can see what our central message is, what the current challenges are, and what the proposed solutions that we have are. So in any meetings that you have with your elected officials, we really encourage you to kind of stick to this central message here. So Double Up Food Bucks New York is a nutrition incentive program that supports families, farmers, and local economies. And the big piece here that we're going to be pushing with our legislators this session is that we have successfully received funding, federal GusNIP funding to help support the program. But there is a 100% match requirement that is involved to utilize these funds to the fullest. And so that is why continued state investment in the Double Up Food Bucks New York program is essential for us to be able to continue to access these federal dollars and bring them back into the state. This is really the key thing that if you are meeting with your elected official to advocate for Double Up Food Bucks, that's going to be what they're interested in. They are all, it's a tight budget year this year, so they're really going to be looking for, those other sources of revenue or other sources of funding that don't just come from the state. And so when they hear federal dollars, they're going to be big to jump on that. And so that's why we're highlighting, hey, we did our part. We were able to get these federal funds. But now we need the state to step up because we won't be able to access these funds unless we have that 100% match of the funds. And New York State is poised to be able to provide that for us. So definitely check out these in more detail here. Again, that's our central message. This talks about the challenge that New Yorkers are currently facing with regards to hunger and nutrition security. in food security. There's a lot of really great stats pulled out under here, and as well as the solution, showing the statistical likelihood of how these nutrition incentive programs like Double Up Food Bucks New York are proven to do these things, to increase food security, increase fruit and vegetable consumption among the participants. So really great information in here. And again, down below here, there's some other supporting messages as well as our some references. So, you know, the people at the state, they love the data, they love to see the numbers. So we have everything linked out here to be able to show them, you know, this is how we can prove that these are statistically proven methods. This is a statistically proven model, and these programs work. And we just, you know, we have the foundation there and we're ready to rock and roll. We just gotta get the funding and roll it out. So those were some the main talking points for your messaging when you meet with other partners and elected officials. And by the way, as I mentioned at the beginning, your cameras and microphones are muted as of now, but please use the Q&A box. If you do have any questions throughout this, drop those in there. There will be time at the end for a Q&A session where I'll have folks raise their hands if they have any questions, and then I'll call on you all to come off mute, and you can share what your question is, and we can get those addressed at the end of this training here. So as you scroll down a little bit further underneath the resource section, again, let me just check back in real quick. I want to make sure there's nothing pressing. Great. As you scroll down a little bit further under our resources section, underneath the new toolkit, you have some general Double Up Food Bucks New York talking points here. These talking points, again, will be helpful to go into your meetings just to have some of those quick facts and those main talking points that you'll want to stick to. So we pulled out some general ones for food insecurity in New York State. Excuse me. Food insecurity in New York State, again, with references linked out here so you can see where we pulled these numbers from. Field and Fork Network, a couple talking points about us in general, as our organization is the one who runs and administers the Double Up Food Bucks program. And then, of course, talking points on Double Up Food Bucks itself. So if you're ever, wondering what are some bullets, what are some easy ways that I can elaborate on this program, what's the easiest way to explain this program, how it works, what it does. Again, that video we showed earlier, that is a really, really useful tool that you can send folks. But if you're looking for kind of these bullet points, bullet talking points to be able to use during your meetings, these are some really good ones that you can pull out and utilize when meeting with your specific legislators. Talks everything about what the program is, the program reach, and our past impact, as well as currently what we're looking for in this budget session, which is, again, our ask for this session is we are looking for New York State to come up with a $2 million appropriation in the fiscal year 2025 budget to allow us to meet that match for the GusNIP program. So all of this good information is in here. Scroll down under the resources to get those talking points. And the real benefit that most folks will, this is likely the place where all of you are going to jump right to as soon as going through this toolkit here. These are all of the different customizable templates and resources that we have created, so you all don't have to. We have our resources and we have some templates in here for emailing an elected official. So if you just want to send out some emails to your elected officials or certain officials that you think should know about Double Up Food Bucks, this is a general template that you can use to send them a message of support for to show them that you support the program. Again, all of this is typed out. You just have to fill in who you're sending the message to and your credentials at the end. But other than that, all of it has been typed out. You can just take this and copy and paste it directly into the body of an email. We also have included here our New York State fiscal year 2025 request. So this is another resource that you all can utilize in these meetings, in any meetings that you have or any information that you want to send over. This, again, just kind of pulls out that impact that is also in the toolkit on the website here. goes into a little bit more detail about the GovSNP and about the new GovSNP funding that Field and Fork Network was able to successfully acquire. And again, how it works and a little bit more about the innovation of the program. So definitely a really useful resource to send along if you are showing your support for the program and just wanted to also educate whatever legislator or representative you are reaching out to. So this is a great one for, like I said, general support. If you want to schedule a meeting with your elected officials, whether it be in person or virtually, this is a great email template for that. Again, we have it all put out for you here, what you should include, gives a quick intro of what the program is, and again, has that request PDF document in there. So if you want to meet with them, this is a perfect one to just copy and paste. We also have a sample agenda for what these meetings might look like. So it's one thing to set a meeting, and then it's another thing to know what exactly you should be talking about in these meetings. And again, a little at the top here, they're just little blurbs as to what these resources are and how to best utilize them, along with some other, just fast facts about meeting with your elected officials. And, they can be quick meetings. So you want to make sure you go into it organized. You want to have your agenda laid out ahead of time and really know what the most important pieces are to get across and what those most important things that you want to say are. Because really these meetings with elected officials, if you're lucky enough to meet with them face to face, very quick, usually 10, 15 minutes, and then they have to jump to another meeting or have something else going on. But so we laid out what a sample agenda could look like for these meetings for you here, as well as a quick do's and don'ts of meeting with your elected officials. So this is just a good resource to just check out, making sure before you go into that meeting, what are the boxes that I should have checked off to make sure I feel prepared. So provide lots of options when scheduling these meetings with your officials. Arrive early. Share your personal stories and experiences with them. That's a really big one for getting the message across to elected officials. And really relax. They want to hear from you. These are your elected officials. These are your representatives. They're human at the end of the day, but they want to hear your personal stories about how this affects you all on the ground, whether you're using the program, whether you're advocating for the program or running it at your farmer's market or your business, wherever it is. So this, again, has some really great tips on what you should do, but also what you shouldn't do and what you should try to avoid during these meetings with your elected officials. So that's emailing and meeting with your officials. If you want to do some phone banking and you would like to call your elected officials and recruit some other folks to make some calls, that can also be a very powerful way to influence your elected officials, especially when they have multiple different calls coming in from different individuals, different organizations, all about the same issue. So if you would like to organize a phone banking campaign in support of Double Up Food Bucks, we have thrown together a sample phone script for you here in the toolkit on our website. So again, you can utilize this to send out to your listserv or however you send it out. You can use this sample phone script quote for quote, and this is how you can talk about the program with your elected officials. And it has some additional information down at the bottom here of, what to do if they have a follow-up question or if they request follow-up resources. We are here for you all every step of the way. So if you do plan on doing any of this or utilizing these, let us know. We're more than happy to provide support in any way that we can. And if you have any questions or anything like that, please share. Please, come to us with those questions and provide that feedback to us. As I mentioned earlier, it's a living, breathing document, and we're always looking to improve this resource and make it more efficient and more accessible to you all who will be utilizing it. And finally, at the bottom here as well, for customizable templates and resources, are sample social media posts. Now, this has a link to where all of these are. They are located on our website as well. It's just going to bounce us over to where they're all housed here. But this is a really, really great library of sample social media posts that you all can use as a part of your own campaigns to advocate for the Double Up Food Bucks program. whether you want to just educate about the program and increase awareness of what the program is and how it works. We have all of these sample posts here with sample social media graphics. So you can take these graphics right here and just copy paste them and use them for your own social media campaigns. Like I said, all the graphics are right here from what it is and how it works, how you can find a location, the program impact that it's had. So there's a lot of really great social media posts that our team has already created for you. So again, we really wanted to just take the legwork out for all of you and make it as easy as possible for the Double Up customers and Double Up partners and advocates to advocate for the program. So all of this should be right here for you. And if you want to download the messaging for it as well, you can just click on download messaging and it will download all of the posts for you as well and what the body of those posts will be. So we really wanted to take out all the hard work, all of the guesswork, and have it be so you can just come to this one-stop shop on this website and really have everything you need to implement your own Double Up Food Bucks campaigns. So I'm just going to jump backwards here, back to the resources page. In addition to these customizable, well, here, give me one sec. Let me hop back in here, making sure there's no other pressing questions or anything. Great. Down at the bottom of the resources page here, these are also super helpful for kind of showing the on-the-ground impact of the program. So these are stories from the field. You all may be familiar with our Faces of Double Up series that we did a couple of years ago. These quick little videos are really helpful for talking to a business owner, talking to a farmer who uses the Double Up Food Bucks program and how it benefited their business, how it benefited their customers. So highly encourage you, if you have not checked these out already, these are super great videos to check out and just acclimate yourself with the program, but also see what impact this program is having on the ground. And I will play one of these real quick for you all, just to kind of give you a feel for what it is. I won't go through the whole thing, but we'll listen to a little bit here.
Double Up Food Bucks have a major impact on my family. I'm a mother of 6, and it is hard to afford to buy several items on the list, including the fruits that your child may need. It also has made an impact on the community because it's more affordable for them. They have more opportunities to get what they want on their list and not have to struggle with budget. And if you have low income family, then it can help provide with that without stress or worrying about where and what I'm gonna go get some food from, or having to walk to go to get food from the pantry and stand in a line. You can actually go in the grocery store and slide your card and be very happy. It's a lot of things to be embarrassed about. One thing is not to be embarrassed about is feeding your family. So to know that you have resources to help you feed your family, take those resources.
So again, we won't watch the whole thing, but really powerful videos that just truly show the impact of the program on the ground and what it means, again, for customers, for farmers, for the business owners who utilize the program. So these can be really great supplemental add-ons to help explain the program and show its real on-the-ground impact. So we have success stories and stories from the field here. And down below, also, if you do have any questions about anything in the toolkit, or like I said, you have a question about how to best utilize the resources in the toolkit, or you would like to see additional resources that are not there, you can reach out to our team here. For those who don't have a contact already, Josh McGuire is the Double Up Food Bucks Program Director, and his email is right here. And if you have any other questions specifically about the toolkit or our advocacy efforts, you can also reach out to me directly. My email is also listed right here. So that's the homepage of the toolkit. This was the resources page where you can get all the information and those customizable templates. The last section of the toolkit that I wanted to go over with you all is the Get Involved and Stay Connected section. So right down here, you could click here to take action and stay connected, or you can navigate up here under Get Involved and click on Stay Connected here. So, with all of that being said, this is the place where we want you all to visit frequently and make sure to keep tabs on to see what's coming around the corner. What events can you get involved with that either we are hosting or otherwise that you can take a part of and take action with to spread awareness, to talk to your elected officials and really advocate for the Double Up Food Bucks program. If you do not receive our updates yet, definitely make sure you come here and sign up for those here. You can select what you want to sign up for, whether just general updates, Double Up Food Bucks updates specifically, or if you're really interested in policy and advocacy updates, or some of our other work, you can choose what you want to get updates on, and we will make sure that you are informed with all of those. Let's see. Yeah, I'll cover this part last, but so if you want to contact your legislators, also here, getting involved, it's first step, you want to figure out who your state legislators are if you don't know them. So this is a really simple way to figure that out. So you just follow this link, type in your address for your state, and you'll figure out who your representatives are with their contact information. So again, not only do we have resources of what should the email be, what is this phone script that what should I say when I call them? All of that is laid out for you, as well as who to send the information to. You just come right here, figure out who your representatives are, and click on their contact info. And again, it's as simple as copying, pasting the information that we already laid out for you. Really, again, just to try to make it super simple and very easy for all of our partners and customers to get involved in advocating for the Double Up program. We have that same email that I showed you previously all laid out here. So if you want to just quick take action, get involved, you can come here, copy paste this into the email and send it to your reps. It takes less than 5 minutes, and it's a really great way to advocate for the program and make sure that we can continue to sustain our operations and continue to grow and expand over these next few years. Alrighty, the last piece here that I wanted to call out in the toolkit. So in the Get Involved section, the next big thing that we have on the docket at Field and Fork Network is the Double Up Food Bucks New York Day of Action in Albany at the Capitol building. So for those of us who may have joined us last year who were on the call, we went to Albany and we invited our partners to meet with their elected officials. We wanted you all to share your stories, and we wanted to get the point across of this is what we do, this is why it's important, and we would love to have the state invest in us. And so here we are back again in 2024 looking to do the same thing. We are really trying to lean on our partners this year as well. And we would absolutely love to have all of you, any of you who are able to join us, come join us in Albany. This is going to be happening on Tuesday, February 13th for the day. Again, we'll be at the New York Capitol building in Albany. You can click this button here to get more details about the day, as well as fill out the registration form to join us. We'll be providing lunch for the attendees, and we will have some Double Up swag for everybody, including hats and t-shirts, and we will make sure you are fully prepared to meet with your elected officials. There will be more information coming out in the coming weeks. We'll have a prep call the week before we all head to Albany, and we can coordinate logistics in terms of trying to travel together and see if there's opportunities to carpool. And we'll make sure you have all the resources you need, talking points on your specific representatives you'll be meeting with. All of that good stuff will be in there. So if you're able to make it, highly encourage you all to join us for that day of action. And at the very least, share this opportunity out within your networks. Again, you can just click this button to download or to go to the registration form. Send out an email blast, push it out in your listservs. We would love to have you all join us. And again, really looking to have Double Up customers, farmers, and other business owners and partners come join us this year to really share their stories about the program with their elected officials. That's what legislators are going to remember, and those are the things that are really going to make these the lasting impact in these meetings. And hopefully get us that 2 million that we are looking for this year. So we hope to see you all there for that. But alrighty, that is the advocacy toolkit. As I said, everything is on here. I didn't go over every single resource and every single thing in detail, but I highlighted what was there and what it can be used for. So definitely encourage you all to check that out. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing. And I'm going to use this opportunity to allow folks to, if you have a question, please raise your hand, and I'll call on you to come off of mute here, and you can turn your camera on, and we would love to hear about, love to hear your questions, and we can talk about, everything we just reviewed. So I'll give everyone a second to ask their questions while I check the Q&A here. So I see a question from Joe in the chat. Should be able to make it to Advocacy Day. Great, we love it. But for those who can't, are we accepting written testimony? And when is the deadline for that? So yes, great question. We are currently updating our own testimony as well for the legislature. I'm sure, as you all know, there are joint budget hearings that will be happening throughout the month of February. Those dates still have not been released. So that's usually a very quick turnaround time, usually within a week or so after the governor's budget is released, which is supposed to be next Tuesday, the 16th. So we should definitely have more information about the deadline for those. But again, it's a very quick turnaround time, and highly encourage you all, yes, to submit written testimony to these hearings. Once they are posted, there's information right on the Senate and Assembly websites as to where to submit that testimony. You just, it'll usually, last year, which it should be the same this year, you go to the Senate Finance and Assembly Ways and Means committees, and there's an email contact there where you can send your written testimony to ensure that it is received. And as far as written testimony goes, you can submit that all the way up until the day of the hearing. So really no hard deadline for the written testimony, as just with the exception of the day of that hearing. Oral testimony is a little bit trickier. There's a very limited number of folks who do that, and you do have to submit that in advance. So again, we don't have those deadlines yet. But yes, absolutely. If you would like to submit written testimony, we highly encourage that. Whether as an individual or on behalf of your organization, to write something out and submit it to Ways and Means and the Senate Finance. If you all are not confident or comfortable doing that, we will absolutely accept those testimonies from you all. So yes, please, if you're not able to make the day of action but want to get involved in another way, would love to have, that is a great way to get involved. We're always looking to hear your stories on the ground, to hear your testimony as to, what this program means to you, what it means to your customers, and the benefits of it. So absolutely. Thanks for bringing that up. See, we had one other question here. Food Bucks, do you have any guidance resources for who to talk? Yes, and yes, it looks like the question that was in the Q&A has been addressed. We have our team here that has been monitoring that in the background. So shout out to our Vista Grace. Thank you, Grace, for monitoring that. Yes, we have our team here that are ready to answer any of your questions about Double Up Food Bucks, whether it be logistics about the program, how to best advocate for it. But yes, our program manager, Jake, is a great resource to talk to about guidance and resources for the program itself. So thank you, Grace. Appreciate it. Were there any other questions or any other questions, comments that I could help address today? Like I said, this toolkit is here for you all. We want it to be easy to access, easy to utilize and manage. So as you sift through the pages here, as you go through the resources, if there are things you do not see that you would like to, if you have questions on how to best utilize them, reach out to us and we will be more than happy to assist you. Well, if there are no additional questions, again, I'll just give a final shout out to the Day of Action happening Tuesday, February 13th. Really encourage, I'm going to actually go ahead and I'm going to drop the link to the registration form right here in the chat. So for those who are in attendance today, if you would like to join, if you would like to learn more about it, sign up, register, you can use the link right here in the chat that I just dropped. And again, if you're not, we would absolutely encourage you and love it if you could reach out to folks that you think would be interested in joining. Excuse me. Again, we're looking to lean on the Double Up customers out there, the farmers, the business owners, you all on the ground who are utilizing this program and advocating for it. We really want to uplift your voices this year in Albany. So share it within your networks, let folks know, and we hope to see you there. But if there's nothing else, I'll hang out for about another minute or so. But we really just want to thank you all for attending the first ever Double Up Food Bucks New York Advocate Training. This session is recorded, so we'll send out a follow-up so you'll have access to this and we'll post it on our website as well. But thank you all so much, and we hope to see you soon. Have a great day, everyone.